Oh, we're magenta.
Oh.
Oh my god, I did it again. No. Okay.
What
Oh,
team are you on?
You know what?
he's on the green team.
No one needs to look at me. Brothers, welcome back to Territorial IO. This is the recap of the 1500 subscriber special clan wars that we did. And despite that rough start, we had a lot of fun. Now, if you're saying, oh, darn, I missed the 1500, well, you're in luck. We're already at 2000. So we will be doing this again this Saturday at 9:30 Pacific. Hope to see you there. Enjoy the video. All right, first game up is going to be quite the doozy. This is a server-wide 425-person teams battle. Now, we have picked a spot in northern Russia, hopefully to get off to a good start there. We do have a lot of people around us, so it's going to be quite the challenge. We have about 3-4 black players, 5, including that one down there, about 7 blue players, and so we're not in a great spot, but we're in a great spot for the drama, which is what we're here for. So in this situation, what you really want to do is build up your troops, not make yourself an easy target, and just kind of hope that someone else does that for you. So let's grab some bots and then just kind of be patient here as we look around. Player 604 has full send, so we're going to send all of our troops, and he does it again. He full sends us. It doesn't do that much. He's wasted a lot of troops, and we get off to a pretty good start. All things considered, we are in 17th place. So looking around, we do have some corgis around us, about 2 of them. So the majority of our team is spawning in Africa and elsewhere. So this will be a bit of a challenge, but we can take advantage of the drama that's happening below and just kind of pick off players one by one. So that's a good one for us. Unfortunately, we didn't get the jump on that. The Hun Empire was able to take most of that land, but we can get involved in this up here. So let's go ahead and do that. We do have a lot of troops compared to most of our neighbors around us, with the exception of the Union player, who's got about 200,000. So we need to be cognizant of that. But the white team is building up a good lead, so we can take confidence in our team kind of carrying us in this. The Hun Empire is attacking a lot, so let's join in on this. He is attacking the OG blue player down below. He full sends us an unfortunate development. We only attacked him once, but that is okay. We still strengthen our white team down there. Bob over there. Hello, Bob. Good to see you. And now we'll just kind of keep an eye out for anybody else that shows weakness. But for right now, we have no problem with building up our strength. The white team has the numbers, and when you have the numbers in the scenario, you don't need to make any rash decisions. You can wait to get to red interest, and then do what you think is going to be best for the team. So we have Bob being attacked by the purple player, which is a little bit unfortunate. We have a good numbers advantage on these 2 Union players, so I think going in with them is going to be great. I'm going to try and help out both my teams. It's unfortunate the black player has attacked me, but let's stick with this one Union player above us, as he's pretty weak, although this other Union player is getting attacked by a lot of our teammates, so let's go ahead and help finish him off, as the purple player has joined in on the red team, so let's go ahead and help that. Another full send for us. That's unfortunate, but it's okay. We do have a very, very strong blue player coming in below us, so we need to build up our troops. India is not going to be able to do too much, but we can signal to our teammates that we're going to need to attack him, and that is what we're doing right now, is telling everybody, if you have a position on this guy, we need to take him down. I know nobody really has the numbers to compete with him on their own, but if we can work together on this, we're going to be in a really good spot. So let's hopefully do that, even though most of our team we can't really communicate with here. We are in a voice call with all the corgis, so we are communicating that to say, hey, let's take down this big guy. It's going to be good for us. If we can do this, this is a huge plus for our team. There's not a lot we can do for our northern neighbors. Taking attention away from this blue player would be the death of us all. So he does give us a very big attack, which is fine. This might be the end of us, but we do coordinate with our team. He does full send us, and out we go, which is a little bit unfortunate, but he weakens himself so much that the rest of the white team is able to coordinate that attack. Now, looking down, Africa is completely in the realms of the black team. The purple team has a good hold on. Hello, there's a corgi killer in the game. Oh, it's a little stream sniper in this one, but that's okay. We'll let him play his game. We'll play ours, and just kind of coordinate the movements from here. So watching what we do have Calzorp over there, who's very strong. We have Adrian in the leaderboard, so 3 and 5th in position. The black team is going to be a huge strength for so they're going to be a huge enemy for us. So using our white team, unfortunately, one of our strongest white players did unfortunately desync, as now Stuffy, the black player, is making his way over, and he is a very vicious man. So we need to really strengthen our team, and how we do that is by building up a champion. So in this match, we've elected Calzorp to be our champion and telling our team, hey, attack if you have someone to attack, but if you do not, start building up your troops and donating them to Calzorp. And so that is exactly what we're doing. Calzorp is going to be our only hope of stopping Stuffy and the black team, as black team has 2 very strong champions coming this way, Void Chicken and Stuffy. Void Chicken right below Stuffy has the crown and about 2 million troops, so it's going to be a very dangerous situation for us. So we really need need to consolidate our power in this struggle. Now, Kalzorp has about 3 million troops of his own, so again, the team has been donating to him and giving him the instructions of, as soon as you can finish off this last green player, look to the advantage to take out Stuffy. Don't let those two build up strength, because their combined strength is much stronger than ours. So we really need Kalzorp to continue to build up. It's unfortunate that that blue player did full send on Bob. Bob is someone that we can't communicate with. So what we are communicating is, Kalzorp, you need to attack the crown, and we'll just keep feeding you troops as much as possible. So as you can see, his numbers are going up pretty rapidly. But if Stuffy and Chicken are allowed to keep building up, it's going to be dangerous. Now, Stuffy is just as big with a little bit of troops, which is why he's switching targets. But we need to kind of focus in on this player, as he's got the borders with everybody else on the team. So right now we're telling XY and Pando, who are in the call, to attack Stuffy, and we'll just try and keep knocking down this one player. And eventually, when we get his strength down, that we can get Kalzorp to switch targets on Chicken. It is a gambit by far. This has been a situation that's gotten deeply out of control, but we need to keep kind of pushing into this and knocking down one player. Now, as soon as Stuffy gets too weak, then Kalzorp can switch targets, and again, Pando and XY above can focus in on Stuffy alone. So, as you can see, Kalzorp, even though he has a strong troop disadvantage, has about the same number of troops as Chicken. So pushing the Chicken is going to be very crucial for us. So that's what Chicken is going to do. And the other thing that we need to do is make sure that Edda can hold the line. So there's also the calls going in on that to make sure that Edda has enough troops to withstand the attack, because if he falls, then there's nobody really to stop him from the rest of our team going down. So Kalzorp is doing a really good job of taking down Chicken. He has the crown, which is absolutely huge for us. Chicken went a little bit, dug too deeply, too greedily. So now Kalzorp is able to take advantage of that. Pando and XY are attacking Stuffy at the top, and the calls for the donations are still going out. Bob is now joined in on the fight. He's got about 3 million troops that he's using against Stuffy. So even though Stuffy is attacking, Kalzorp knows that his true enemy is Chicken. And the combined strength of XY, Pando, and Bob are taking out Stuffy, and Kalzorp has the troops. So we just need to kind of be patient with this, and he's helping take out Stuffy, but the real threat, again, is Chicken. But Chicken's attacks are very large, and he doesn't have the troops to support it. So even though he does temporarily get the crown back, Kalzorp's quickly able to regain it and has just as many troops as Chicken. So this back and forth is eventually going to be won by us, as now XY has more troops than Stuffy, and in his combination with Bob, they'll be able to take him out. So Stuffy's no longer able to attack. He's been neutralized in this threat, as those two continue to keep battling up north, and Kalzorp has an isolated one-on-one with Chicken. So this is working out really well to our favor, and this is what happens when you have good teamwork and good communication. So Stuffy is going down, and we do have Corgi Killer down below, but so far he has kind of truced up with Edda, and Edda has not been attacked, so he might be playing as a double agent on that one, but we'll have to kind of wait and see. He has been in a few of our games and definitely has been attacking us. So we'll just kind of have to wait and see what happens from here, as Chicken and Kalzorp continuously fight this one-on-one. Kalzorp does have about 2 million troop advantage, so he can continuously attack freely. Bob and XY, Stuffy full sends on Kalzorp, but it's not going to be enough at this point, as Kalzorp continues to get the land, and the calls to feed Kalzorp continuously go out. As much as we can get him land at this point and more troops, that's what we need to do for the good of the team, as he's got the advantage, and the black team is starting to leave. They recognize what's going on, and Chicken's already down to 4 million troops. Kalzorp is sitting at a healthy 9 million. So all is going well on this front as we continue to knock down Chicken and whittle him down a little bit by a little bit. And as you can see, the pixel advantage is continuously going up and up, as Kalzorp sits at 105,000 pixels. Chicken is down to 69,000. So his focus needs to be just continuously to finish off Chicken. The rest of their team is trying to donate into Chicken, but it's not going to be enough, as the Federation does full send Kalzorp. Again, just not going to be enough, as Kalzorp's going to be able to absorb all of that land. Chicken also full sends into Kalzorp, and that is going to do it for this match, as the rest of this is just going to be a little bit of a cleanup here. So we'll go ahead and zoom through this one, but this was some great communication and teamwork here, playing it smart, playing it patiently, and it were all around worked out for the team. So we'll just go ahead and zoom to the end. So that'll do it for this one. GG's to all involved as we wait for the piece and see how many points we get. 444 times 2. Amazing points for the team. And on to the next one. All right, last time was Mom's. This time is Dad. Everyone put a dad name. All right. Next game up is a 199 person battle in the world. Now we are on the magenta team, and most of our magenta brothers are going in Asia. So what is our strategy in this? Well, let's go in the New World. Why I really want to go in the New World is to prevent another team from really getting a stronghold over here and preventing our team from winning. So I may not be in the strongest position ourselves, as we are outnumbered by a number of teams on this New World spot, but going in this especially Mexico spot, preventing people from going north or south without a strong fight is going to really hamper anybody's ability to grow beyond us. So what is my goal here? Well, I want to go east and west to cut off anybody from going north and south, and then I want to push up, especially into my empire above me. So my empire being the red player. So I really would like to get into this peninsula in Mexico around us and push through these green bots below us. And I think that will really strengthen our position, as we do have a number of magenta brothers over here as well. So we do have a bit of a numbers game, but it's going to be about using those numbers correctly to fight common enemies and prevent anybody from doing the same against us. So let's go ahead and grab the rest of these bots over here, as my empire does cut us off from going up north, but we've prevented him from going down south. And we do have a good spot. Now it's unfortunate that our one bot is cutting us off from going farther south. So I'm kind of hoping that this blue bot will knock him down, but that's a little bit unfortunate. Looks like that's a fight he's about to lose. And unfortunately, I can't quite boat over there. Yeah, no, it's not going to work out. So let's cancel that boat and just build up our troops here and just kind of wait for things to develop. Now we do have Brandon and Peter above us, who are rather strong, and they're pushing through that one red player above us. And that's working out really well. So let's just continue to build up strength. So again, that the red team can't be united on that front. And we're going to try and hold on to Mongolia, whatever this Mongolia player is, as long as possible. Again, we don't want the red team to get united, as we do unfortunately start to lose a player. Peter is there to grab a lot of the land, and Kingdom of Alabama is going to be quite the threat. We do have more troops than him, but again, we don't want to threaten our ability to prevent teams from going north or south by attacking anybody right at this point. So we'll let our team kind of consolidate together. They're all working on Serbia above and knocking him down. Now, so we've basically eliminated the green team from the threat, and we have a bit of an opportunity down south ourselves to grab some land and continue to help down south, as our purple players below are struggling a little bit to get off the ground. So let's try pushing ourselves down there. Now we are going to keep up our troops as high as possible. Reason for that is we want to make sure that if we get attacked on that, we can immediately stop this attack and start helping out our team above. That's going to be the big threat, is especially the red team. Now that they have the crown over here, now they don't necessarily have the troops to support it. So the calls are going out to build up troops and be ready to attack as soon as possible, because no one team member has the troops, but combined we have a lot of troops. So that's kind of what our strategy is. And I'm just going to keep going down south until somebody starts to bother me. And anybody but Kingdom of Alabama cannot attack me without being attacked. Peter could attack Kingdom of Alabama, but it wouldn't be a good move for him, as he's trying to hold off Putin. So if we get in trouble, for the most part, we're going to be on our own. So we really need to be cautious of that, as my empire is a little bit stronger than me in terms of just overall land size. So that's why I'm trying to push down south and continuously push through this green player below, as our Corgi boys have taken over most of Asia. Patrick is calling out for help to finish off this Mexico player. He's a little bit worried about getting taken out. So we will do that and give him a little bit of troops and continuously push down south. I thought about going into Mongolia, but no need for us to get involved in that fight. We'll let Brandon and Peter kind of dictate that, as Peter's working on USA, but is getting attacked by the Putin player. So let's continuously push down south. We've almost broken through this green player. Now, if he full sends us right now, that would be very dangerous for us, as he would have a lot of troops in a really compressed area and will push us back for an extended period of time. The blue player full sends on this green player that we were working with, so we can push through a bunch of free land down here and grab all of it. That strengthens a lot of our teammates. Now, one of our teammates did boat over from Africa. That is Bluey. So now we can kind of turn our attention up north. We'll go into Mongolia, who did full send, but fortunately for us, our purple team is in great position to grab most of that land. Oh, Corgi Killer is back. Now, you may have seen the last game. These are a little bit out of order. The last game, he was kind of a friend. He has been in about 4 of these games, and he is a foe. So we do need to take him out rather quickly. So the calls are going out that if you're in a position to take him out, do so quickly, and we'll reinforce with that, as we've kind of wrapped up the New World on this side. We just need to take care of Empire and Kingdom of Alabama. Kingdom of Alabama is threatening the full send. Now, we do have some boys, so let's try and work out taking out Empire, and then we can all kind of start to donate around. So especially Poppy over there, who has about 2 million troops, we really need to push his troops forward. So we really need to take out the last remaining threat that he touches. And with that, we do. So Kingdom of Alabama does full send us. which is a little bit unfortunate. It wastes a little bit of our troops, but gets him out of the game a little bit quicker, which helps out the rest of the team so we can push our troops forward. Now, Bluey has helped out down south. The Corgi Killer is pushing into Father Gaming. So we are kind of waiting right now, and everyone who's not touching borders is being told to donate your troops forward, donate to Father Gaming. Bluey is sending a boat down to Corgi Killer, and it just landed. So let's donate into Corgi Killer, or donate into Bluey to take out Corgi Killer so he cannot be pushed off. If he gets pushed off, that's going to be really bad for our team, so let's continuously donate to him. And Bluey's got about 3 million troops, so there's no chance of Corgi Killer being able to spoil any more of our games in this one, as we are able to wrap up this one on the Antarctica front. Now, there is one more black player in charge, but having all that free land associated is going to help out our team a lot, and everyone who is touching the blue player is just being told to hold and donate your troops forward, and we'll have a good push together here in a brief moment. And people are boating into him and attacking him. So every time that the IMB player is trying to advance, he is getting counterattacked, especially over in the Pacific. Now, Bluey does have the troops. He's got about 6 million. He's getting attacked very heavily by this Russian player. So Bluey's able to finish off the Russian player down south, and now everyone's starting to boat into IMB, and we'll start the attacks on that front. Bluey does have the stronghold in Africa, so he's being told to start pushing through in Africa to stop this IMB player from taking out another Corgi player. So there goes a little bit of an attack from Gustav. And there goes Bluey, who's able to use his 5 million troops to our advantage and start taking out this blue player before he's able to take out another player. And Dan and somebody else is pushing through the rest of Australia, wrapping things up here. We'll donate to them to finish things off, and we'll zoom to the end. And there you have it. GG's to all involved, and on to the next. All right, next map up is going to be Caucasia. We are in a 117-person battle on this one, and we are on the white team. So we're placing down our spots nice and early and communicating with our team to spread out a little bit. We have gotten caught off in a couple games just being too bunched together and being the subject of a much larger force with just one player getting absolutely huge against us. So that's kind of the mission that's being told. I want to be a part of this, and I'm trying to communicate to that team. Get a bunch of wise guys, I tell you, that hear that message. Hey, give me a little space this time, and here they are, just right on top of me. So we'll just try and work our way out. Our goal was to go into the east and help be a contributor over there to prevent the yellow team from expansion, and that is still our goal. We'll try and keep pushing out through Wheatgood and Beckett and competing for land against them. So we are definitely going to win the award for most beautiful borders, but we'll just kind of have to work with that. And if we can keep pushing around south, if we can get over to Bot Cat, then we will be able to make our way out of this. So that's our goal right now, is just push around Bot Cat and keep pushing to the east. Now, if we can get to the east, then we can really be a help to our team and being able to access a lot of players and the sea. So that's our real goal right now. So we'll start attacking these weak bots where they lie. But we're waiting for that bot Lee, especially. If we really need to take him out, there he is. There's a little bit of weakness. If we can take out this one bot, then we have access to the sea and can do some damage and continuously be a part of our team's effort to win this game. As we do end up pushing against Ukraine, the yellow player. And so we're going to finish up bots down south and then look to take out Ukraine. Now, we do have a crown over there with the purple player. Has about 50,000 troops, so he doesn't necessarily have the troops to support the crown, and that's just being something told to the team to communicate with. Be aware of that, and do not let him build up and take us out from behind. So we're going to work through Ukraine, me and Wheatgood, and start taking him down, as he's been attacking Latvia over there. So we're just constantly knocking him down and continuously to push east so that we can help out with the crown. Now, the crown is going into the Corgi over there, or the Corgi is going into the purple player over there, knocking him out, consolidating our borders, which is super great for the team, as now Latvia is rather weak and has some weak players behind him. So we're going to push through him, see what we can do to grab some of this land ourselves, and maybe even push down south. Now, we really want to keep up our troops a little bit for this yellow player above us. More than anything, we want to support our crown and let him build up his troops and not get taken out right away. So we're going to be in a position to help him out, and so we're signaling that. He's going into this turquoise player over here, so we're going to join in just a moment. I would like to wait just for one more cycle, and now we're going to join in, as he's got about 200,000 troops left, and he leaves. So that's huge for the team, as now we're able to wrap things up here on this eastern front. We are yielding land to Corgi X, and so now our focus is going to be on the yellow player to the north, and then Soviet Union to the south, as Corgi X is pushing through a lot of that weakness over in the east, and Nugget is right behind him. So those two are going to be able to help take out the rest of the leaderboard. Waco is the strongest non-Corgi on the leaderboard. As you can see, he only has about 900,000 troops himself. So Wheatgood is signaling to take out the yellow player. I would like to build up my troops just a little bit more before we begin that engagement. We could definitely take him out. He is attacking Wheatgood, so we're going to join in on this front and making sure to knock him down a little bit by a little bit. Corgi X signaled that he will also join in. He does full send on Corgi X, so we'll take out his land. Oh, he full sends on Wheatgood. Oh, that's unfortunate. And now we'll just kind of look to push down south and finishing off the Soviet Union. We've got about 1 million troops. He's got about 900,000. So we're going to wait for our advantage to be a little bit more, as people are signaling that they're going to boat into that in just a moment. But we're going to be ready for the donations if need be, as Adrian does get full sent on. Ah, poor lad. But they do consolidate the borders over in the western side of the map. And now Waco is getting attacked by Corgi X and Nugget. So we'll begin our assault on Soviet Union, as the boats, you can see, are being sent out to help out with this attack. Waco does full send on the black player. Corgi X takes advantage of that land along with Nugget. Both real champions in this one, as Pando does get full sent by the yellow player down south. And we will continuously work on Soviet Union over here. Well, he does full send us, so we'll give him a big attack and complete our beautiful, beautiful borders, unmatched by anyone. We do win the award. Thank you to all who gave me confidence in order to achieve this great achievement. So now we'll just be ready to donate, as Eric is wrapping up the turquoise player over down south of us, and Zombie is the last player on the board with any kind of real troops. So as we wrap things up here, I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching, especially if you've made it this far in the video. If you haven't made it this far in the video, hey, give it a thumbs up. It really helps out a lot. If you're new around here, subscribe for more. I put up videos every day. If you want to be a part of this, just go ahead and join the Discord in the description down below, and be there for 9:30 this Saturday. All right, with that, thanks so much, guys. See you in the next one.